Up with KREM begins now.
Right now on Up with KREM, now that the Pfizer vaccine is FDA approved, you're going to see it go by a new name.
And we're going to take you outside on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Look at that sun coming up over the river. It really doesn't get much better than that. We might all want to be that guy walking along the water.
Well, one Kootenai County family is building their own home, except their approach isn't exactly normal. You're going to want to stick around for this story.
Pfizer's vaccine is the first to receive full approval by the Food and Drug Administration. Good morning and welcome to Up with KREM. I'm Channing Curtis.
Glad to have you here with us. I'm Tim Pham. So officials hope it convinces some Americans to get their shot. More than 200 million Pfizer doses have been administered since December when the FDA granted it an emergency use authorization.
And since it was granted that full authorization for Americans 16 and up, shares of the vaccine rose 2%.
The FDA approval is the gold standard. The moment you've been waiting for is here. It's time for you to go get your vaccination.
The pharmaceutical company gave the vaccine a new name, Comirnaty. The Brand Institute, which helps healthcare products, say Comirnaty is a combination of the terms COVID-19, mRNA, community, and immunity.
Now this morning, we want to hear from you. Do you think that now more people will start getting the vaccine now that it's fully approved by the FDA? You can go over to Tim Pham's Twitter page, Up with Tim, and you can vote in our live Twitter poll where 54.5% of people say yes, 45.5% say no. It's almost split 50-50 there. You can also text us at 509-448-2000 with your comments as to why or why not you think that way. Several people commenting this morning. One person says if they don't get vaccinated, the hospital shouldn't treat them. Wow.
Yeah,
Another person says, I don't think the Pfizer vaccine approval will change the no-vaxxers' opinion. So lots of thoughts this morning.
Text us 509-448-2000.
Now, for more information on the FDA approval of the Pfizer vaccine, you can also just text the word COVID to 509-448-2000. We'll send you a link right to your phone with all of the information that you need.
All right, 6:30 now. Let's get to meteorologist Jeremy Lagoud tracking a little bit of a chilly morning.
Yeah.
You know, I told you guys I drink cold coffee during the summer, but yeah, I might switch to warm today because it is a little cold.
Is there a threshold?
And I'm a changed man. Yeah.
No, it's just you have a threshold. Everybody's got a threshold.
Yeah.
Like it's probably 50 degrees, and you're like, oh man, I'm below
It would be
50.
nice though to have something warm when you're a little cold outside.
Absolutely.
So, hot coffee kind of day or a hot tea type of day, right?
Yes.
What do you have in your cup now?
Oh, some hot tea still. Been casually drinking it, but it is a perfect morning for hot coffee or hot tea or whatever it might be. Air quality is good, so if you want to head outside, great time to do so. And it likely stays good through much of the day today. Temperatures currently sit on the chilly side. We're up to 49 now in Spokane, 48 in Coeur d'Alene, 37 in Sandpoint, and how about 46 in Moses Lake? That 46 in Moses Lake, that's about as cold as we got here in Spokane. Wind stays calm throughout the day today and sky stays clear. We've got a couple of bits of, well, that's feedback from some sun shining on the satellite this morning, and that's it. Other than that, it's cold air funneling in from Canada following that little disturbance that moved through yesterday. And for me, this is the perfect way to go about it. Temps go from the mid-40s this morning to the mid-70s this afternoon. Really doesn't get much better than this when it comes to mid-August weather. Look at that, not a cloud in the sky, air quality stays good, and temperatures don't get too hot.
Right now, new masking requirements are in effect across Washington state.
Now, the rule applies to people 5 years old and up in indoor public settings or outdoors when physical distancing is not possible. Now, that includes places like restaurants, gyms, bars, grocery stores, and other businesses.
So there are some exceptions. Private offices with no customers or outside visitors, people isolated and working alone indoors, those playing sports, or when performing or leading religious services, just to name a few. So as the new school year approaches, more parents are becoming worried about their kids getting COVID.
That's right. A new CBS News poll found that 69% of parents are concerned that their kids will get COVID-19 in school. Nationwide cases are skyrocketing among kids 12 to 17, and cases are up almost 14% since June. The U.S. Secretary of Education says children should still return to in-person classes despite the rise in the Delta variant cases.
And I know some parents will say, well, my children don't have the vaccine. But the reality is, if we follow the mitigation strategies, we can keep our children safe.
So part of the safe return to school comes with a recommendation from the CDC that all students and staff wear masks. And just last week, President Biden offered Secretary Cardona to take action, including possible legal action against governors who ban masking in public schools.
Now, for any state planning to defy mask requirements, the U.S. Secretary of Education says the Biden administration is prepared to investigate through the Office for Civil Rights. 8 states have already banned them altogether.
So while the U.S. Secretary of Education doesn't have the authority to mandate vaccines for teachers, but he says he would support it. According to him, 90% of educators across the country have already gotten vaccinated.
Now, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics, in just 3 weeks, the number of COVID cases in children more than tripled, though hospitalization rates remain low at only 2%, and deaths are pretty rare, with less than 0.3% of cases involving kids. A little over 54% of 16 to 17-year-olds have received 1 dose of the vaccine, and among 12 to 15-year-olds, that number is 45%. That's the lowest vaccination rate for any age group.
Time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
Kootenai County crews found the Lake Coeur d'Alene drowning victim. Investigators have not yet identified that person, but searchers found the man's body in 11 feet of water about 200 yards from the shore. They've been searching for him since Sunday afternoon after he fell off of a boat.
3 family members died and 1 neighbor was injured in North Spokane in a house fire on Sunday. The fire happened at a home on East Nebraska Avenue and Perry Street. The fire started after an explosion, according to Spokane Fire Chief Brian Schaefer. A neighbor in the area was eating with his family when he heard a commotion outside.
It was really quick. I feel like since when we heard the first loud boom and the yelling, within minutes it was fully in fire.
Well, the cause of the fire was a discarded cigarette that was left on a couch. According to Schaefer, the house is destroyed.
The Spokane Pavilion is announcing that they will be tightening their COVID-19 restrictions for concerts. Now, guests will be required to have proof of a vaccination or a negative COVID test taken within 72 hours for their concerts. Now, they posted this announcement on their website saying that concert goers who are unwilling to either get tested or prove their vaccination status will be offered a refund, but they will not be allowed to attend the concert.
One Kootenai County family is building their own home, except their approach really isn't exactly what you call normal. Their 4,000 square foot home will be made of shipping containers.
Wow.
So the 3-story house with 7 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms will be the largest shipping container home in the nation. The homeowner, Matt Rose, says it required 15 shipping containers imported from China. So wow. I wonder what the final product will look like. I'm sure it'll look very hip and modern and trendy at the end. Well, that's your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
All week long, we're highlighting dishes from Restaurant Week, which is going on right now. So after the break, a South Perry business is serving up a tasty version of a French dip.
And we've got a great day in store. Temperatures go from the mid-40s to the mid-70s under sunny skies, and it's beautiful out. Good air quality. We'll let you know how long this wonderful weather winds up sticking around.